Hello everyone. Hi, this is Kevin from investbangkokproperty.com. Yeah, here we are again, another week, right? So this is our review Thursday, and today I'm gonna be talking about this project by Sansiri called the Base Sukhumvit 50. All right. I think this project is launching in I think either end of this week or sometime next week, right? I've been getting a lot of questions regarding this project. People are asking us, is this a good buy? Is this something that they should be looking at? I'll attempt to give you. Firstly, we'll just go through all the basic information of this project, and then let me share with you a bit more about the location. What should you be expecting, if you were to really buy a unit in this project? And last but not least, I'll just give my 2 cents worth of opinion regarding whether this project, to me, whether this is something worth investing, right? Well, if you would like to find out more information on this project, you can actually visit our portal, right? This is our website, investbangkokproperty.com. This is probably what you see on the homepage, and once you scroll down all the way to the end, we actually display some of the latest and hottest launches in Bangkok over here. So please feel free, take your time and just surf around. Once you go all the way down, okay, right, we actually input the Google Map, where we actually drop pins on all the projects that we feel that people are either talking about, or if you personally feel they are good projects that you should be looking at, right? The green one stands for completed project, and the blue one stands for non-completed project. So in this case, you can zoom in, okay, and take a look at where the base 50 is, right? So just to give you a idea, this green line is the BTS rail line. All right, so the line that runs from Asok to Thonglor to Onut, right? And the soil at the south, towards the south of the BTS line, are all the even numbers, and whereas the the other half, the north half, these are all the odd numbers. So in this case, the base 50 is even number. So that's why you can actually look to the south of the BTS station. Alright, so we have marked out the plot, and this is exactly where the place is. So this is how you can use our map. Okay, so once over here, okay, you can actually click on it, and it actually appears. You see the Base Sukhumvit 50, and if you want to find out more, you would like to download the e-brochure, get the price list, or make an appointment to find out more about this project, you can always just click on this link. It will bring you to the project specific page, where we actually upload all the information. You see, like the map, and you can actually sign up here, and whatever related videos that we have, we actually put it here as well. Okay, okay, let's go back to this. All right, so this is the base 50, and the nearest BTS would be Onut BTS. Okay, I think recent years, or maybe for the past 1 or 2 years, you probably getting a lot more people looking at Onut, because from Onut to Ekamai is like Onut, then you get to this station called Prakanon, and then it's already Ekamai, and the distance between the stations are actually very short. So it's just like, I think maybe 2 minutes in between each station. So what happens is, I'm sure you're all aware, Thonglor prices are high, and Ekamai are fast chasing up. I think typically projects in Ekamai, you are probably looking at about 220,000 Thai per square meter, thereabouts, right? But if you were to come over to Onut BTS, then you might be able to start looking at projects that you can find like 160,000, 150,000 Thai per square meter. So people are actually moving here, and truth be told, if you actually got a project that is pretty near to the BTS, or it's a good project, the rental demand over here is also pretty okay. It's just that the tenant mix might be a bit different from how Thong or Ekamai works. Okay, so back to this project. So of course the first thing that people would want to know, I mean, I'm sure you want to know is how far is this project to the BTS station, and to a lot of people this will actually be a deciding factor whether this is something they want to look at. All right, so you can click on the top right corner. You actually expand the map away. Okay, and okay, once you come here, you can just do a search, Base Sukhumvit 50. All right, so it comes here, and if you want to find out the directions, all you have to do is to click on the arrow that I did. All right, and then now they're asking me to choose a starting point. Let me just zoom out. Okay, the starting point, it depends on how you want to do it, but let's be as real as possible. Okay, for this soy 50 is actually a dual lane. All right, one way in, one way out. Okay, and but the BTS is actually on this side. So if you want to go direct to the BTS, okay, okay, that's how it will be. Okay, 1.1 kilometer, 4 minutes thereabout. I mean, now it's about 7-8 p.m. over there. So right now, all right. So this is the distance, about 1.1 kilometer away from the BTS station. All right. Just to share with you a bit where are the landmarks and all these things. All right. From here, this soy 50. Okay. If you were to turn left here, you can actually go on to this Chalong Rat expressway. All right, so this is if you are getting up from the city, you're going down, you're going to come here, you can actually link south here or north towards the Sirat expressway as well. Okay, so for drivers, if you have business going out of Bangkok city central, then it's convenient, because of the connector to the highway. All right. Alternatively, then most people will actually want to get to the BTS, and so in this case, this is the 1.1 kilometer. Personally, for me, anything beyond 500 meter, I won't consider that walking distance anymore. So that means if you stay here, you have to either drive or you have to probably get a Grab car, or you take a tuk-tuk, or you just take a motorcycle. That's how the locals move around. Okay, from wherever this place is, Base 50 to BTS. Same thing. If you are going home, then you probably have to get off at Onut BTS station. Then there's a station there that people actually hop on and queue up for the motorcycle, which is motorcycle. Right, the guy wearing the pink color vest. So they actually they can actually ferry you in. It's their way of life. So that is how it's gonna work. Please do not assume that you can walk. All right, and by car this is 4 minutes. So if the traffic conditions becomes a bit more congested, then probably you take a bit more time, right? So let's say just for fun, if you want to walk, then it's about 15 minutes. All right. Okay, then for Onut, some of the major landmark is of course this number one. There's a huge Tesco Lotus Onut over here, and then the other landmark that you should know about is on the other side, right? There's the Sansiri Movie Plaza. It's a pretty brand new shopping mall. I think they just opened early this year, first quarter this year. So they have a movie plaza at the top, and then the last I went, they were not fully open, but there are quite a number of F&B establishment there. So I remember seeing things like Caesarea, Moss Burger, and all these things, and even McDonald's and Starbucks, which is I think McDonald's is at the entrance. So the moment you go in, you can actually see that. All right. So if you are staying around this area, then the nearest major amenities will be these two. Okay, this Tesco on note is not 24 hour. I think it operates until 12 a.m. daily, and then it will close. All right. So first thing first, do note that this is the distance. Okay, 1.1 kilometer away from the BTS. All right. And then obviously, if you are trying to compare yourself with other projects that might be walking distance to the BTS, then mm, then of course the obvious choice would people will probably want to stay nearer to the BTS station, right? But having said that, of course the projects that are near the BTS will also be at a higher price than projects that are into the smaller soil. So you have to do a value, pros and cons yourself to see whether is it justifiable to pay for this, right? Which probably I'll just go more in depth later. Okay, right now I just talk about this location. Then let's talk about the project itself. Okay, for the Base Sukhumvit 50, it will be a JV between Tokyo and Sansiri. So followers of Sansiri, you know that Tokyo is they actually run the departmental store at MBK, and previously the latest project that they worked together was this project Ekamai called XT Ekamai, and then even before that they were doing a project in Taka House. So I guess they feel that the Japanese community might still be looking at OnNote, so that is the reason why they have decided to JV in this project, right? So yeah, okay. A bit of background on the base. So Sansiri will have different category of projects. So last time we did the house series, like Kawa House, Oka House. Then we have the XT series, which was quite new. So you have your XT Ekamai, XT Hui Huang, XT Bayatai. And then you have your super luxury category, like your 98 Wireless, your Monument Tonglo, your Monument Sapamau, and then you have your Kumbayu also, right? So they have all these. So there are different levels. So in terms of creating affordable housing, the base would be it. All right. So the base is the equivalent of their affordable housing class. So if you ask me, I will probably classify them as the probably C class. Oh, okay. It's actually there's a thunderstorm outside right now, right? So that's why. So I would say the base is actually considered mass market, really mass market. That's something that we have to always let you be aware. There's a reason why prices are a lot more attractive compared to what they have been selling for XT and Kawa House and all these things. Namely because usually the location will not be as favorable, and more importantly, the quality of the finishing will be not as good. The density will be higher if compared to the kind of same area, right? So the base is considered mass market. Okay, this is how it will looks like. There will be one block of facilities, which is the clubhouse, and then you have two towers of units, about 400 over unit. Right, I'll come to that later. Okay, so just now we talked about the location already. Well, it says here 2 minutes from Onuk BTS. I beg to differ. I mean, I show you the Google map. It is definitely not 2 minutes. It's at least a good 4 to 5 minutes, depending on traffic conditions. Okay, a bit of the facade. Okay, even though the base is a mass market, but Sansiri being Sansiri, so you would still expect a certain degree of quality from them. All right, so you still have a nice looking pool, and then you have two blocks overlooking the pool. So you can probably choose the units with the pool view if you want to. Okay, another perspective. Courtyard. This is their meeting room or co-working space. All right, recreation space. This is another angle looking at the clubhouse, which have the gym inside. Usually for smaller developments, you would not expect very awesome or wholesome facilities. That's because of the land size constraint. So there's always a trade-off um, between huge development and like something like this, right? So to be able to at least find a pool and gym, that's pretty much okay already. But if you want something more over the top, like special stuff, like open air movie theater and all these things, then you would have to go to the higher end or better grade developments. If not, then this will be like your general normal apartments. You just provide you with a meeting room, a gym, and a pool. All right, and hopefully the pool is at least a good 25 meters, right? Which was one of the reasons why Taka House sold very well, because Taka House was also somewhat like a 8-story building because of the limitation of the road size. So but because Taka House was meant as a higher end development, so they actually put a lot of state of the art facilities inside. Like for example, they do not have space to build a full Olympic size pool, a 50-meter pool. So what they did was they used technology. They did an endless pool inside. That's one of the examples. So they even have like a virtual reality golf room and all these things. So all these things will make a difference to whether the Thai themselves, whether they buy or not. In fact, Taka House launched that day. The local Thais were actually queuing up to purchase a unit in Taka House. Which in turn, if you're an investor, then that will make a difference also, because your tenant will know that, hey, look, this project, there's something special inside and all these things. So they might just specifically go in and ask for, do you have a unit for rent inside this development? That's the advantage of buying better quality developments. Okay, but nevertheless, you still have a gym and all these things. What you pay is what you get, definitely. Okay, a brief look at the floor plans. Okay, so you have your first floor, second floor, clubhouse in the center. Maybe we look at this. So this is the clubhouse, and then you have your pool. So you have 2 blocks here. Okay, and the good news is most of the unit are pretty much north-south facing. This side will probably get some afternoon sun because this is northeast. Okay, but here should be okay because you get blockage. This block help you to fan off some of the afternoon sun. This is southeast, I think it's okay. But if you ask me, I think upfront, judging from from the looks of it, I think the choice unit will be the ones that are centrally facing the swimming pool, if possible. Then if not, then maybe slightly on the outside. So the highest floor will be all the way to the 8th floor. Okay, and typically the 2 bedrooms will be at the corner. So you can see that the slightly larger unit at the corner. Okay, so some of the facade. Okay, how this like? I think the color a bit more bright, louder. Some people may like it, some people may not. But I think it's fine. There's something that you can actually change. Okay, let's maybe just run through the project highlights first. So as I mentioned, there's 2 residential unit, 8 stories, and then you have a clubhouse. So total units 415. Yeah, okay, 2 blocks 415. And the unit types you can see here. So you have your varying sizes of 1 bedroom, from the very small one, 25, almost like a studio, to your 42. So I'm thinking later we'll look at a floor plan, but I'm thinking probably this one will be just a simple rectangle unit, whereas this one will have the proper maybe a enclosed kitchen and a proper 1 bedroom. And then of course you have your 2 bedroom and 2 bath, ranging from 45 to 56 square meter. Okay, these are the facilities. Pretty standard. All right, gyms, jacuzzi, swimming pool, laundry room, meeting room, and then you have your electric vehicle station, right? So there will be a shuttle service, bike racks, a shuttle service which is likely to be, I presume, will be shuttling, the residents from the base 50 to Ono BTS and to and fro, vice versa. Okay, so let's just just briefly go through the floor plan. So you can see here, this is a smaller size which is the 1A. In this case, seems like the units that they have are generally on the outside. You can see here a bit small but shaded. Okay, let me just zoom a bit more. Okay, so shaded here, which is facing on the outside. So yep, so you come in through a kitchen. Okay, but interestingly, you can still enclose a kitchen from here, sliding door, and then you have your bedroom. Right, that's it. Small balcony over here where the aircon is also in your bathroom. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. 25 square meter. The next configuration slightly larger, 1B. So in this case, there are a couple of units that are facing inwards. Okay, and also the northeast. So in enclosed kitchen, so once you opt for the 30 square meters and above, you actually get a proper balcony, and you actually have your very nice standalone bedroom, which a lot of people sometimes prefer. They want the living and bedroom to be separated. And also the difference is, if you realize this one, the bathroom can only be accessed from here, right? But that's because it's a studio anyway. Whereas for this one, you can actually go to the bathroom from the door, kitchen, and as well as your bedroom. So that's pretty cool. All right, and I'm figuring that this is actually a protruding area, like a small glass, fully enclosed area that is jutting out. So you actually get some views over here, and from the picture here, they're sharing that you can actually do a study table of some sort. This was a feature that was quite unique to Oka House as well, something that they did. Okay, so 1 p.m. When you see the M, is generally means mirror image. Okay, so this is another version. All right, looks somewhat the same to me. Okay, so we take a look at 1C. All right, so that's another, the larger, slightly larger one bedrooms. 34 versus 32, 2 square meters more. So once you come in here, in this case, the kitchen is no longer enclosed. It's an open concept kitchen. All right, and you have a slightly larger balcony. And with this extra size, they are suggesting that you can actually build a multi-purpose room here. Okay, probably more like a study. All right, but since the picture shows that you can actually put a single bed, so yeah, so by buying this 1C, which is a larger one bedroom type, you can actually have a choice of enclosing this and become a multi-purpose room. You may or may not have to put a bed inside. It can be a study room, games room, anything. Okay, so same thing here. All right. One cm, almost the same. Right, it's right at the corner. Okay, how about 1D? So next jump up. So from 35, you add another 5 to 6 square meters. You have your 41 to 42 square meter unit. This is one of the towards the larger end of the one bedrooms that are available already. Okay, so you come in here. Kitchen first. Okay, this is slightly longish kitchen, and then you opens up to I would call this a yard, right? So there's probably be sunlight coming in from here, so that your kitchen will not be too dark. Okay, elongated, and then you can actually close it up here. You have your dining, your living. Okay, same thing, bathroom. Okay, so all the one bedrooms only have one bathroom. I'm figuring that the difference is this room seems to be a bit bigger compared to this one. All right. So I think slightly larger hall, slightly larger multi-purpose room. But more importantly is if you want something like this, but for practical reasons you need an enclosed kitchen, then this may not work. The 35 square meter, because you can't. It's open concept kitchen. Whereas for this you can actually close it up. Okay. When Tokyo has an influence in the design, they will always put in elements with their Japanese clients in mind. So it could be families like couples that are staying, sometimes they prefer to cook at home. So that's why I realized that their projects, when Tokyo is involved, they will always have projects, and the kitchen somehow there always be a choices whereby you can actually choose units that you can actually have an enclosed kitchen. So I guess the wife can cook or the husband can cook something inside. Okay, so this is 1D. And last but not least, 1E, okay, 41.25, almost the same. Let's see what's the difference. Come in here, almost same. Okay, I think it's pretty much the same. And it just so happened that 1E is at the corner, 1D is also at the corner. Okay, opposite ends of the corner. Okay, how about 2 bedrooms? Let's see. 2 bedrooms starts from 45. Okay, come in. So this layout is a bit different. You come in, open kitchen, and then you're living and dining. Okay, I quite like this kind of layout, squarish layout, and this unit tends to be brighter in general. Okay, and this is very efficient use of space. Some people may not like it because they are saying that from here there's no privacy from the room to the living hall. Yeah, have to give and take. If you prefer the privacy arrangement where you tuck all the rooms to one side, then you actually have some wasted space here and there, right? So for this, you come in straight in, living, dining, then one bedroom on the left, one bedroom on the right. So and this will actually have 2 bathrooms as well, a master and the common. Okay, and these will be units that are pool facing. Alright, you can see it's actually facing inwards, pool facing units. Okay, so some more. Okay, 2 a.m. almost the same. I shall skip. Next up, 56, significantly larger, 12 square meter larger units, which is somewhere here. This is the pool facing unit as well, right? So once you come in from the hall, from the lobby, you get into your kitchen first, enclosed kitchen, and then it opens up to your living and dining. Okay, so for this unit, the living and dining is actually longish, so it should be brighter the way it is. All right, you have your balcony that faces this side, so it looks towards the clubhouse and the pool. Okay, master bedroom and your second bedroom. This is a wall. All right, so the view will be on this side for the common bedroom. Okay, so master bedroom. So you can see that once you get into the 56 square meter, this unit actually have a bathtub. Let me see. This doesn't. You see, this don't have a bathtub. It's all standing bath. Even for the larger 1 bedroom, also don't have. So for people who wants unit with a bathtub, you have to minimum look at 2B type onwards. Then you have a bathtub here. All right. How about 2C? Okay, briefly, almost same size. Just that instead of being at this side, it will be on this side. Okay, so if you want to see the pool, then I think you have to buy at least 5th floor to be safe, because there's a clubhouse that is over here that is 2-story high. So you need to clear the rooftop. Chances are, I think if you are on the 5th floor onwards, you should be able to see towards the inwards. All right. Which is, you see, in this case, your living and dining. Because the moment you come in here, your living and dining actually faces this direction. So, but if you're on the 2nd floor, then you'll probably just be looking at the landscaping right in front of you, between you and the clubhouse. So if you want to see the pool, then you have to get like higher floors. Right, so living and dining here, and seems like this master bedroom is like slightly larger, or maybe because of the layout. Then you have your room, and then you have your kitchen. Right, so I think the major difference is the facing, plus the fact that the layout is also a bit different. Okay, for this one, you come in through the kitchen first, then into the living and dining. Whereas for type C, you come in through your living and dining. Your kitchen is on this side. Yeah, which is okay, I guess. Right, so it's a matter of personal preference again. 2D 56 is on the other side, the other block B, right? Also pool facing. Come in first, you have your little balcony or like little shoe area, your living dining. Okay. Then you have your kitchen. Okay, more squarish kitchen compared to this one. It's a bit longer kitchen. Okay, but you can actually come in here and you actually use the sliding door to close up the kitchen for this. Then, or you can actually open up, then it becomes an open concept kitchen for this type, the 2C. Yes, for 2D, then the kitchen is on both sides, so you have to come in here, walk in, come in. Then this is more like a typical Asian kitchen. Might be a bit more handy, you know, you have your sink on one side and your cooking on the other side. Okay, okay, this is another interesting one, right? Just now remember we have the multi-function room. So this is the multi-function layout. So this is a standard as per, you know, if you buy and you decide not to change anything, then this is what they give you. Okay, or you can actually convert it to a walk-in closet, or you can convert it into a yoga studio, or you can also convert it to a study room. Okay, so this is something that they have started doing for their XT series as well. Some of the units actually allow interchangeable configurations of the room. I remember the XT was they allow you to decide whether you want the bedroom to be in front or in the middle or behind. So in this case, now this multi-purpose area, by default, if you do not do anything to it, then it will pretty much be an extra bedroom where you probably can put a sofa bed or anything. But if not, then you can actually tell them, you know, I want to do a walk-in closet, I want to do a yoga gym area, or I want to do a working area. Okay, so this is how the floor plans are. Okay, hey guys, we have gone through the project location. We have also talked about the layout, the floor plans, and some of the information that, you know, the development. I think the next question is how much, right? Correct. What's the price of the project? So just let me briefly go through them with you, because I believe this price point is always one of the important considerations for investment, you know, without a doubt. So first thing first, for this one, the Base Sukhumvit 50. All right. Please note that it will, as per how the other projects were, it will come fully furnished. All right, so they're actually giving you things like the sofa, the beddings, and whatnot, you know, including electrical appliances as well. Okay, and it will also comes with 1 year property care. Okay, in case you're wondering what this thing is, you know, for people who are buying for investment, they will always ask us, you know, what happens after the project completes? Will there be somebody who will take care of us? So Sansiri has a agency arm called Plus Property. So usually they will tie this together for investors of their development. They will actually provide the property management services for the first year FOC. If not, then if I'm not wrong, in outside on the market, generally for 1 bedroom property management costs you about 15,000 to 25,000 Thai baht a year, right? Depending on the range of services that they do. So if they are giving this to you FOC, then yeah, I mean just take it and use it, right? And the interesting thing is because they do have quite a lot of agency outlets all around. Like they do have like one at for example inside T77 and all around. So what happens is the tenants will may actually go into the agency office asking for projects around or look for rent. So once the Base Sukhumvit 50 is almost ready, right? Usually what they will do is they will actually put up banners, they will advertise it at all the outlets. So when people walk past or people living around the area will know that there's this new project that is almost completing or completed soon, and they may just walk in and start inquiring on the availability and the rental. So hopefully this all works out to your benefit as an investor as well, right? But if not, then if you're just buying it as a potentially a holiday home or a second house, then I guess it doesn't matter. But it does come fully furnished, so you just probably need to buy a bit of paint or here and there, just decorate up the place. If not, the majority of the major items, the big items like the sofa and all these things are already there. So it helps in a way to make it hassle free as well. Okay, let's talk about the price. All right, in terms of the per square meter price, we are talking about units that are deep around 150,000. Sorry, 150,000 Thai baht to about 160,000 Thai baht per square meter. Okay, and in terms of the total price, the one bedroom will actually starts from about approximately 3.9 million Thai baht for a unit, which is like you're probably looking at a smaller one bedroom, which is about 25 square meter unit. And if you are looking at the two bedrooms, then you are looking at about starting from about 7.8 million baht upwards. Right. Okay, let me just briefly talk about this. How come the range is so big? Just to give you an idea, units on the lower end, okay, the 120, 130 square Thai baht, 1,000 Thai baht per square meter. These are mostly for the one bedrooms, all right. And whereas for the higher end ones, it's more for the larger one bedrooms and the two bedrooms, which is usually the case because in a development, so say out of this 451 unit, inside only about 20% of it are allocated for two bedrooms. So two bedrooms usually will also occupy the better facing. So that's usually how they price their property. So properties that are the two bedrooms, which is more rare, for some reasons, it will cost more per square meter. So it will also in turn blow up the the total price. So the two bedroom is about 7.8 and the one bedroom is 3.9 million baht. Because the project, we can only have like about 49% for foreign quota. So in this case, they are only selling the block B, the tower B, for foreign quota. So I'm assuming that the block A will be reserved for Thai quota as well, or unless they decide to change it further down the road. So this block is block B, and this is block A. So the units that they have released for sale to foreign quota will be units here on this block B. All right, and if you have guessed it, those units that I say start from 3.9 million Thai baht, we are talking about units that are on this side, facing the northwest. All right, so if you want the one bedrooms that are here, which in my opinion, the premium ones will be this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unit here, then there's always a premium attached to it. All right, plus of course this 2 bedroom, which overlook the entire pool in this manner, right? There will also be a premium to it as well. Okay, and whereas for the units here, if you do not mind, all right, that you do not get a view, then you actually can buy them at a way lower price compared to the units over here. All right, but if you are really keen on this project and you are looking for a bit of advice on which unit that will best suit your needs, then talk to us. You can actually contact us. My name is Kevin. All right, you can actually email to me. This is my email, kevin@investbangkokproperty.com, or this is my number. All right, I'm reachable via WhatsApp. Okay, or if you use WeChat, then this is my account number for WeChat. Okay, so even if you want the floor plan, the brochure, we have it. Just contact me as here, or you can sign up via our web form. Then we'll be able to send it to you as well. All right. So now to wrap things up, then we have to answer the all-important question: is this a project that is really worth you buying? Well, if you want me to give a score to this, I would just say that this is probably at best 2.8 to 3.5 for this development. A number of reasons why. Number one, because as I mentioned, this project is a mass market project. So if you, of course, granted, that's the reason why you're talking about probably more attractive entry point price. But nevertheless, it's still a mass market project. So if you have followed our market outlook, we did a blog post on that. Maybe I can put the link up here, or maybe in the description below. There's a lot of mass market project coming onto the market. So what's really lesser of supply, these are the probably more the grade A condos or B plus condos, right? Whereas mass market, they are actually coming out with more and more. So even if you are thinking of investing in a mass market project, then please make sure that it is a project with a unique selling point, all right? Because at the end of the day, you can only consider it a successful investment when you are able to rent it out, or you can hopefully resell it. Okay, let's not even talk about making money out of it, but how about the ability to even sell it at just break even? Okay, so if you go into something that is probably overpriced, or you buy something that have just another commodity out there, then you will have difficulty. All right, trust me, you will have difficulty. So for me, this is a mass market project. Number two, location. All right, definitely, in my opinion, not the best of location. It is about 1.2 kilometers away from BTS. It's not walkable, and where the plot is located, it is pretty much where the locals stay. There's nothing unique to it. All right, unlike places like, for example, why do projects in Ekamai on Thong Lo, despite it being further into the soil, still sell so well, still rent so well? That is because if you are familiar with the place, you go to places like Soi 10 in Thong Lo. Now that's where all the restaurants are. That's where there's still a lot of amenities are. The expatriates are still hanging out. So Soi Thong Lo and Soi Ekamai, these are unique outliers, that the soil, despite the project it being further out, you still get very good occupancy from the expatriates. Whereas I cannot say the same for 50, right? Hopefully in time to come, things may change, because we are looking at the city developing outside. But the question is, how much time do you have? Right? From my experience, most people, after they purchase, they would want to sell it off in the third year or the fifth year sometimes. So give yourself that option, even if you think that this is a project that you're just buying and going to hold for 5 years or 10 years or even more. All right, but at least make sure you have that kind of option. So just now I mentioned about the fact that this is a mass market property. This is the location. To me, it's really not that ideal. All right, even they have shuttle bus and all these things. No, if I were to buy something in Onwood, personally, I would prefer a project that is within walking distance. Hopefully, 300, 400 meters, that's fine. I would probably look for something that is of a larger scale, so that you have more complete facilities. That way, you'll be able to attract tenants. And even if you were to sell it off to the next person who is buying for own stay, they will appreciate the fact also. And right, so another place that people are always familiar when we talk about Onwood is this place called T787, because it is a gated and guarded community. That is why even projects inside, they do even have the base that they built inside the project. Whereas for those, they are very popular. All right, this is what I mean about unique selling point. So do make sure that whatever developments that you are looking at, you should at least have one of the three. At least make sure that the location is superb. And if there's a compromise on the location, then ask yourself, is there a unique selling point to this development? Because if you do not have either of this, then no matter how cheap it is, I would think twice. Or it will be expensive when you cannot sell it off next time, no matter how low the price you bought it at. All right, so that's something for you to consider. On the good side, all right. the other side of the coin, this project is developed by Sansiri. So even if it's considered the base, all right, you would still expect a certain standard of quality that will go into the entire development. So all things being equal, when the base Sukhumvit 50 is up, I would say maybe along that soil or immediate distance of 100-meter radius or what, this will probably be one of the better developments. And number two, if you were to say hopefully get a unit about 4 million, 4.5 million, then it's still rather affordable, and you should be able to rent it out to a local or anyone else who may not be able to pay the premium that is asking for properties that are within walking distance to Onut or properties in Ekamai or Tonglo. Then they probably want to compromise on the location, right? So yeah, so that's my thought. I would say, if you are seriously considering this development, do run through your options. Understand, what are the available projects that are selling or renting in that area, and you will understand whether this is really value. Uh, this is whether a value investment or not. Right. If you have further questions, specific questions with regards to this development, or perhaps specific questions with regards to investing in Bangkok property, do feel free to contact me. I've left my contact here. All right, you can contact myself or Daryl. We'd be happy to run it through your queries with you. All right, so that's it. I'll just wrap it up here, and I'll see you at the next video. Thank you very much.